last 10 years, I've studied personal finance and I've also managed over $600 million for 400 plus millionaires. So of course, this past decade has given me tremendous experience and insight into what drives millionaires to becoming so wealthy and maintaining their wealth well into retirement and beyond. I'm going to share with you the 5 strategies that I've heard repeated over and over again and what you can do today to start building your path toward millionaire status and financial freedom. Rich habit number 1, it's called investing early. The wealthy understand that you need to make every dollar work for you, and the wealthy do that by investing. Every single dollar is working to make you more money. It's not just sitting still and stagnant as it would in a cash account. If you start investing just 5 years later, then that will really hurt your trajectory. So even if you think that you don't have enough money, you don't have enough time, whatever the case may be, stop with the excuses. All you need is $5 to start that investing journey. And those $5 should be invested every single week or every month or whatever you can afford. As you make more money, you can increase your investment from $5 to maybe $10 or $20 or whatever the case may be. I would invest in the stock market consistently, and over time, you'll see that difference. I would suggest opening up an investment account. There are many options out there, like Acorns, for example, where you can open up an account, invest $5, and maybe you want to check out Vanguard or Fidelity or Charles Schwab. Another way you can invest is simply maxing out your traditional or your Roth IRA. The reason why these might be great options is because you're taking advantage of the tax benefits that come along with these 2 retirement accounts. And finally, another example that the wealthy use to really build up their net worth is taking advantage of 401k matching plans. For example, if you work for an employer and your employer offers a 401k match, then that means if you contribute $3,000, your employer will match the $3,000 dollar for dollar. So you literally get a 100% return. You put in $3,000, your employer puts in $3,000, you actually have $6,000 in your 401k account. All right, let's talk about rich habit number 2 is building multiple income streams. The rich know that you can't rely on one income stream. What will happen if your company goes bankrupt, for example, and they have to let you go? Imagine the heartbreak, right? You don't have any other income streams, and normally it takes 3 to 6 months to actually interview, find, and finally place yourself at a new job. Most people would rely on debt, like credit card debt, but the rich mindset actually builds multiple income streams from day 1. Now, according to the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, the average millionaire has about 7 income streams. Examples of those income streams include dividend income, interest income, capital gains growth and income. We have side hustle income. There are many ways to build income streams. For those of you who are interested, I actually just created a course. It's called the Income Multiplier, and that course literally takes you through step by step how to create the 7 different types of income streams, and I give you over 43 different examples. So if you're interested, click on the link below where you can find out more about my Income Multiplier course. Let's talk about rich habit number 3, which is building a business. 88% of self-made millionaires are actually entrepreneurs and business owners. Now, the great news is technology has literally made it easier than ever before for people like you and me to start our own businesses. If you decide to start your business online, you could, for example, build an agency where you provide a service to someone else. You could make money on social media like I have. I've made over $20,000 in social media income just from my Twitter account. If you know something, a topic like photography or finance in my case, you can always build a course and then publish and sell your course and also earn money that way. So as an example, my most recent course, Income Multiplier, has been published now on a platform and is making passive income as we speak, not only for me, but for the people that are buying the course as well, since it's teaching people how to make more money. Personally speaking, I would build a business online, but ultimately that is your choice. Let's talk about rich habit number 4, which is millionaires are not afraid to ask for help. What if you're not an expert? What if you're wasting your time? Or what if you misinterpret something, which in the end actually costs you way more than what you're saving by not hiring an expert? And that is something that millionaires have realized. So for things that they're not good at, like maybe investment management, accounting, or maybe even law, those are things that they hire the experts for. If they save time by not having to worry about investing, for example, they can spend that time on things that make them more money, like building their business. And finally, my friend, let's talk about rich habit number 5, which is invest in yourself. If you think about it, things can always be taken from you, like your car, like your house, or your favorite clothes, even stocks. A lot of these things, they're never guaranteed for value, right? They can always be taken away or ruined. However, my friend, if you invest in knowledge, that knowledge is yours. It's yours even if everything else around you is taken away, because your mind is so powerful. And that is exactly what millionaires that I've spoken to have identified. As a rule of thumb, I personally invest a minimum of 5% of my annual gross income back into me. So for example, that includes books, that includes courses, that includes mentors, that includes maybe trips to actual seminars where I can learn from very experienced and successful industry experts. Those are some things that I don't hesitate splurging on, because I know as I learn more, that's only going to help me in my own growth, which ultimately will increase my value and my skill set, which means I can charge more money down the road. 93% of millionaires attribute their success to their mentor. Having a mentor is like a shortcut to life. And that's because your mentor can save you years of ups and downs and trials and errors. It's because your mentor can literally give you advice and help essentially smooth the road to success. One of the best ways to find mentors is looking in your network, looking in your industry. Maybe you look up to someone and you never really made that initial move to ask them to be your mentor. Maybe now's the time. If you don't really know anyone yet, then a great way to start is either by volunteering at local organizations, joining boards, for example, at nonprofits or charities, joining your local chamber of commerce, or other types of industry or trade groups. Oftentimes, you'll connect with people in those groups that are willing to share some of their advice and some of their life lessons with you. If you enjoyed this video, then you might actually like this video that I've linked right here, which talks about finding your path to financial freedom and building the life that you've always wanted.